Spider-Man.
Spider-Man does whatever Spider can. And my second's a web in his hand. No one can beat that Spider-Man. Look out. Here comes the Spider-Man.
There we are, everybody, talking about Spider-Man 2.
Woo!
It is out in the flesh. It's here.
Oh, yeah.
It's very exciting. This is a game we've been waiting on for a very long time.
Yeah, how many hours you put into it since you've been waiting on it for so long?
So I haven't had much time to put a lot of hours into it because it just came out yesterday.
You didn't dedicate day or time to play it?
No, work had to take precedence. Unfortunately,
freaking work, man.
I dedicated 3 days to this game. Two days.
So you put 3 days to it.
I put 2
days. Just came out.
1.5 days.
There you go. There you
Played it right when it released.
So this is a impressions video. This is not a full review because this game, when we're recording this, is Saturday, October 21st, and this game came out Friday, October 20th, aka yesterday. We haven't played a lot. Well, actually, no. I haven't played a lot. Austin, you've played 5
hours.
Jason, you've played
13 hours.
probably more.
Probably more.
Based on the thing, yeah.
I feel like my PlayStation's
goodness.
lying to me.
Yeah, your PlayStation's on fire. That's why.
Oh, yeah, it's hot.
So, Spider-Man 2 is finally here. This is one of our most anticipated games of the year. And we're not going to talk anything about story in this podcast. I want to focus on...
Can I say this much about story? It's phenomenal.
Yes.
It is fucking phenomenal. I never try to main the story so much because it's so good that I'm avoiding doing other side missions, and the side missions are phenomenal. Very hits you at the heart with some of them. It is a phenomenal story. I love it. All right.
Yeah. No,
Okay, go ahead.
I'm excited to experience that story as we progress further. But I do want to talk about the gameplay, kind of the updates from the last game, just the overall performance and presentation and everything. Yeah, I see. Yeah. So that's what we're gonna talk about. So first off, just first impressions, diving into it. You guys have put some time in this game. Is this better than Spider-Man 1?
Just like people were saying, they couldn't believe that Tears of the Kingdom is a better version of Breath of the Wild. Mm-hmm. This is by far, yes, the same exact thing.
And I'm going to say the same thing, just like with God of War, the 2018 to God of War Ragnarok. I didn't think they can improve on it, but they most definitely did with everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. So far, definitely. I mean, it's just the thing that's impressed me the most so far about this game is just this game is so fluid in everything that happens.
Pacing.
Gone are the days of here's a cutscene with black bars, and then now you're playing your character and you go straight to your character. There's no stopping this world from doing its thing and moving in. It's
even switching
amazing.
between the Spider-Man, it's just seamless. It's just so seamless. Or the fast travel when you're eventually unlocked that. You pick a point on the map. You pick a point and you fast travel there. And you're just
dive in basically.
It just you're in your wingsuit and just whoom, or you're swinging right there.
Yeah.
So it's just bam, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, pacing is amazing. Leading up to the first big encounter where you meet Craven, when you get to that, I was blown away, and it kept going and kept going. All this stuff's happening, and just this is just the beginning of the game. We haven't got any farther. I haven't got any farther in. And it's just so good, and all the new fighting Sandman right at the beginning. Not really spoilers, but actually working Spider-Man and Spider-Man working together.
Yeah.
That was super fun.
Communicating the whole time.
Yes.
Flying through the air.
I'm
there's so much going on, but we're also talking to each other. It was a lot.
Because you get all this from Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
And seeing that, Peter Parker teaching Miles Morales, and it was very heartfelt and stuff. And now we actually get to live it and play it. And, Peter doesn't have to go back to an alternative universe. He just gets to be there with Miles Morales.
They're established,
Yeah.
It's and I love how the lead up to this game of you played Spider-Man 1 and you got to get to know Peter Parker really well, and then you played Miles Morales, and that was an incredible nice little nugget of a story. Mm-hmm. And now to have it just fused together, and we're at that point where they're they are together. They have that relationship. They know each other. Like it's just set in there and ready for the next big conflict. And it's so incredibly well, like just the setup for this game was so perfect.
Yep.
And I'm really, really excited to see how they develop this story that's already like super exciting. I mean, it goes from just like, I love the dichotomy between you're this crazy, awesome superhero that can freaking swing around the world and do all this stuff. But at the same day, it's like, very beginning of the game, it's like, freaking Peter Parker's late to his first day on the job. It's like, these real life things that everybody relates to. Mm-hmm. And then like you just jump right out there and it's like, bam, you're like flying through the air and doing these cool swings and stuff and introducing all the new mechanics like right off the bat. I'm like,
yeah, because he's poor and like he's trying to live a normal life, but he's also going to do what he needs to save the city.
Well, that's always so like that was always Stan Lee's thing about Spider-Man, that anyone can relate to Peter Parker and Spider-Man at the same time. They can just totally relate with him, and that's why he was such a good hero back in the day and still is to this day, because he's dealing with normal life problems along with Miles Morales. So I mean, this enveloped like so much with like this whole game has just Spider-Man all over it, and it's great and it's phenomenal. It keeps that foundation, that tradition to this game.
Yeah.
And I just love it. The storytelling, everything, it hits you where it needs to hit you. It's funny. It's fucking good. It's just everything about it. I am loving it.
So remember when we were talking about the what we want from Spider-Man and like what we hope it can do or whatever? One of the things I was really not sure about was like, how can they make an open world Spider-Man better in New York? Because like they already did all of New York. And then they add like a whole nother 6 boroughs across the water. And I'm
Queens.
Like, huh?
Added Queens to it.
Queens, yeah.
And Brooklyn or something.
And whatever, all of that's over there. But it's just like, there's a shit ton more to this world to explore now.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
How do you guys feel about the wingsuit and stuff?
Oh, I love it. Like,
fucking phenomenal,
you
right?
catch those drafts that go through some of those areas. Like, you're flying through the city.
You're like Superman, dude.
Yeah. So, like, when before you got a swing, and then eventually you unlock fast travels in the first 2 games, and, you can get by quicker like that. Because the limitation was that the PlayStation 4 couldn't actually handle what the PlayStation 5 can handle now. So they couldn't have you flying through the city, and now they have that ability to. So now like expanding the city makes sense, and having you fly like through, halfway across the city makes sense too. Mm-hmm. And then now you have the freaking what do you call it? The little thing that makes you shoot into the air. What are they called?
The vents? The
air
vents.
The air jump thing?
No, the ones where you like, he gets the 2 poles and he pulls back.
He slingshot.
Yeah,
so
slingshot. Thank you.
You can unlock ability where you can just do that automatically.
Oh,
right?
really?
Yeah, you can unlock ability where
yeah.
you can just slingshot anywhere you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think that's awesome. So just traversing the world is great, and I think it's to not make it like super easy, because before it's just like, oh, I'm unlocking the fast travel here, fast travel there. Now I'm just fast traveling across the city.
Yeah.
Which is fine because the story's picking up and you want to get to those story bits. But here it's like you have to work for it in each of the sections of the city and fight crime, unlock different things, find collectibles, and that helps you progress to have the unlock to fast travel to that area. Yeah. And there's like 3 levels to each of those parts of the cities that allow you to get like extra upgrade stuff, and then the
Tokens
second
and
one
stuff.
Yeah. So I was like, dude, I feel like that's great, because now you have to spend time there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And like, so you're going to spend time in all these places. It's not just like, oh, I'm turning on all the cell towers to unlock fast travel or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that was pointless. Now it's like, oh, I actually have to work for it.
A little bit more incentive
Plus,
to explore the regions. And
just
do
stick
all the side
around.
stuff
Yeah.
And everything. Yeah.
But I mean, even then, like using the fast travel, I don't like using it. I like using the wingsuit and swing.
You almost
around.
don't need it now.
It's just so fun just to swing around, catch a drift of wind, and just fucking go.
Yeah. I was talking to Jason about this earlier. Like, I think one of my favorite new features is just, because I loved in the first game just going around and just like checking off the boxes of like doing the backpacks and then doing all the different Sable things and all the different stuff, which, I've been a little introduced into some of the side things with like taking the photos and then finding Marco the Sandman?
Marco.
Yeah. Finding Marco's memories and stuff like that. So I got a couple of those like things I can do as I'm navigating the world. But I love that like I don't have to open my map to find that stuff anymore. It's just like you see little like glowing orbs like throughout the world as you're traveling. You're like, oh, what's that little hot spot?
Yeah,
I'm going to this objective. Let me just stop there. Let me just stop over there. Let me stop over there.
Whenever you do a scan over the city and you're swinging around, it'll do like a hologram up, like a signal for what's over here and what's over there. So you can spot it really quick and you just swing to it instead of opening up your map.
Yeah. So. Well, there's also sometimes just like just a glowing aura.
Oh, glowing aura, yeah.
Shows up too because I've noticed like the pointers and stuff like that. But like I was looking at the distance, I was like, where are those like green
little glows? Yeah.
It's just like photo opportunity.
And it's not something that's in the way because if you notice with like Assassin's Creed or any other open world game, it's like a solid line that's appearing.
Yeah.
With this one, it doesn't mess up the environment around it.
Yeah.
You still can see beyond it, and it's not like an eyesore of a thing.
Well, and it makes sense too that they like set it up with like you have AR on your
Your visors.
Basically.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not like you're just seeing this in the game where like this is actually like you have something in your head that's causing it to happen, which I think is a smart little nugget of detail that adds to it.
So I'm gonna ask this before I forget it. Did y'all notice the battle damage that you'll get on your suits?
It was like, oh, it's so sweet. Like even just a little battle, like a little fight in the street.
You're like,
shit.
Yeah, you'll have a little bit of tear and wear on your suit.
Yeah,
I did not notice that until like 10 hours playing in.
Dang.
Well, less than that, 8 hours.
I did notice that when I was running around with Miles Morales for like half an hour after fighting Sandman, he still had sand on his
suit. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was really cool.
So you guys like the new finishers? They added several new finishers.
Yeah.
And then Miles Morales has some new ones later on that I won't mention. But yeah, I was like, oh shit. And this part here where you get thrown halfway across the city from Sandman, like,
fucking
you learn how to do the slingshot there.
This is like, an example like this. There was a moment when you're the very first mission you do, you get thrown across the city and then you get thrown all the way back, and it's 100% seamless. That was an example of like, this is a next gen game right here.
Yeah.
And that's incredible that was capable of doing that without like any kind of like pop-ins or anything and any lag. It just did it, it was awesome.
Yeah, this game's very tight. Like stories, very tight. The gameplay and mechanics.
So like
fucking clean.
Back to gameplay, do y'all feel a difference between Miles and Peter?
Oh yeah.
When you're playing?
Yeah. I mean, obviously they have like similarities, but
yeah.
I mean, I guess everything's basically the same, especially in the skill tree. You have that one. There's 3 skill trees now.
Yeah.
There's one for both of them, and then there's one for each of them because they both have like different powers. And I guess it's like the finisher moves and how Miles reacts compared to how Peter reacts. Like it's a little different. So I guess that's just technically they're the same, just with different powers.
Well, like I was telling Brett, I agree with you because I was telling Brett, it feels like I bought 2 different games whenever I'm playing.
Oh.
Like just because of the storyline, because I'm dealing with Miles' stuff and I'm dealing with Peter Parker stuff. It felt like for me, it's just I'll be playing Peter Parker for like a good hot 2 to 3 hours, and then it makes me switch over because there's a story mission with Miles, and then I'll play as Miles and doing side missions with him and playing with him, and it's just I feel like the story helps me separate the two, not so much to the gameplay, because I feel like their powers are very similar, which I'm fine with that because I don't want to get too confused. Because like their L1 and triangle's basically the same thing. It's like a fucking you go straight and you fucking destroy stuff. Same way with their other abilities and stuff. But I'm like, man, it still feels like I'm playing Spider-Man, but I'm playing the DLC of Miles Morales.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's all just bunched into one.
Yeah.
And it's just I am super happy with this game.
Such a great setup for the last 2 games to come here and then see those things carry over in like meaningful ways. Like they're huge parts of the story. Do you guys like the suits, the new suits? Because before,
I haven't explored any of it. I haven't unlocked any suits yet.
Yeah. So
you would unlock them and then like that's it. Like that's the suit you get. And now they have different colors for each suit. Well, for most suits.
Well, the big thing that they changed about the suit was, yes, the color scheme. You buy the suit with tokens, and then you can unlock the different cosmetics for those suits as well with more tokens. But the one thing that they did take away is the abilities that came with the suits.
That's right.
Which I'm very shocked that they took that away, but now I understand it because I understand why they took it away because they added so many fucking suits. It's kind of hard to have an ability for each one of those suits.
Yeah.
So they took away like all of that, which I'm fine with, which you can mix and match, which was really fun to do because like if I was sticking with one suit, but I like that other ability, I can add that mod to that suit and be fine with it. You know what I mean? But I do enjoy that fact. I haven't swapped out suits at all until just recently because I like the suits that they have, and I feel like it goes along with the storyline a little bit. And the one I did unlock finally was the Wakanda Forever for Miles Morales, where he looks like Black Panther.
What?
Yeah, dude, it is
I want
fucking
that one.
badass. I'm thinking about purchasing the cosmetic portion of it because it has purple and black instead of the red and black. I'm like, oh, that looks so badass. But that
would be cool.
And it's cool to see these suits in the cutscenes as well.
Yeah.
You know, you unlock them and stuff, and I'm just like, man, dude.
Did you get the DLC or the
extended
or the deluxe edition?
Deluxe edition. Yes, I did.
And you get the night suits.
Yeah, it's like a fucking Batman.
I put it on Peter and he was in the cutscene. I was like, oh, that's very striking.
Yeah, that was one of the first suits I equipped, and I was just like, I know
a little too much.
It's a little much. I like it. Like if I go back through and play it again, I'll probably pick a different suit just to play around with. But for like storytelling and being immersed, I kind of want to keep the suit, especially whenever the one thing I don't like, and you all know that Peter gets the Venom suit or whatever, you can actually still switch out that suit to a different suit.
Oh, really?
And it doesn't change anything.
Oh,
so
you won't be Venom? Like
no, you'll have the Venom powers, you'll have the Venom abilities,
but you're forced to have that outfit.
You're not forced to have that outfit. I did unlock the Sam Raimi's Venom suit.
Ooh,
so you can,
nice.
But I was hoping what they would do, and I mentioned this last time on the podcast, is like if I have a suit, let's say 2099 Spider-Man suit, that it will be the Venomized version whenever I have that ability. I thought that would be cool, but they didn't do that with this. So right now,
I guess it'd be tough.
Yeah, so it'll be difficult. I can understand why not, but so far, like, love the suits. I haven't unlocked many. I'm enjoying the gameplay. It took me a while to get back into the groove of things.
Yeah, same.
So because you have suit upgrades that go across all the Spider-Man, where you can upgrade your focus, your health, your combat, and your travel. You got to unlock tokens to upgrade those. You have your gadgets that you can upgrade with tokens as well. And then also, like Austin said, is your skill tree. So, and plus, along with your abilities, you can have side ability mods to them that you can look up and unlock, where you can do different wild, crazy things with that. So there's a lot of like upgrading that you can do with different things. So, and you can play around with. They still have that. So, yeah.
Definitely a game of the year contender.
Oh, it's going to be game of the year. It has to be.
It's so hard. Well, I mean, obviously, game of the year for sure. But I'm torn between this and Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, fuck, Baldur's Gate 3.
I know. And with Baldur's Gate 3, I feel like it should get it because it's an indie dev. They could really use this win. Like, it would be a huge win for them.
I feel like this is going to be the same as last year, where God of War got everything, and then in the end, Elden Ring got it. So I think this Spider-Man's going to get everything, and then Elden Ring's going to get Baldur's Gate is going to get
because I don't. Well, damn. At the same time, I kind of want Spider-Man to get Game of the Year because they didn't get it because God of War got it that year. And then Red Dead 2 came out as well. So
there's always
Red Dead
Spider-Man 3.
That's true.
I'll get it one year.
I mean, they don't really need it because they're very successful.
Do bangers as it is.
Yeah.
That's the thing, man. Sony just...
Oh, man. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, they are creating something big here. And, like, it's just going to get bigger. Yeah. Like... I am so excited to see the ending of this game and see where, like, speculations on where it's going to go next. I've been avoiding social media and everything.
I
'cause
know.
I don't want any spoilers or anything like that. I'm
Don't be
excited.
too excited about where it's going because you got to enjoy what you got, man. You gotta
I'm
enjoy
going to
this
replay it. What are you
experience.
talking about?
I'm just saying, man.
We need, because I was, if someone was talking about, how they're upset with Marvel, the MCU right now.
Yeah.
But then they go back to like how that's kind of spilled over to the games, and they talked about Marvel's Avengers, which was a flop, and like all the games have been flopping outside of Spider-Man. Like Spider-Man,
Yeah.
and No Way Home has been really good, very successful. It's like where
How would y'all feel about this spilling over into the Spideyverse?
in what sense? Like open up to other?
In the movies and all that. I don't know. I kind of like them being separate.
Yeah, I do too.
I mean, we've seen Miles Morales and this Peter Parker in the Spider-Verse movie.
Right.
So
Oh wait. Like this one, these two?
these two were in the movie.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It was you had to catch it at a glimpse, but they were together walking around in the Spideyverse.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Just curious.
Well, I mean, technically, yes, they're in the Spider-Verse. So, but how? What do you mean, like spilling over? Like, what will we see? What do you think?
Like if the movie itself spilled over into this game, or the other way around.
I mean,
It's gonna
if
be
these
hard.
if these are in another Spider-Verse movie, sure, that's fine. I don't know if it should come to the game. I think that
Okay.
just makes the game really complicated.
Okay. Just curious.
Yeah. Do you know something?
I know all.
Shit.
He knows everything.
I know everything.
Like I want another Marvel's Avengers, but like done well. Like we need Captain America. We need.
Where are we getting that? We're getting the Captain America and Black Panther game.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Remember?
Yeah, but it's not Insomniac. But we are getting Wolverine. So
Oh
nice.
man. Still, there hasn't been anything. I've been pretty far into it, and I haven't got anything like a Wolverine glance like I was hoping for. Like I'm still out there hoping to see
God, that'd be
like
great.
maybe like the end credits they show Wolverine. That would be cool. You know, I'm so ready to like keep playing this game. I
Yeah.
can't.
Just
And,
talking
like,
about it, I want to go home now.
and even the patrol missions, they're like super fun. They are kind of repetitive, but they're not like it's fun repetitive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then dealing with just the wingsuit itself, I thought it was going to be a gimmick, but boy, is it fun.
Yeah.
There is I don't know how you guys felt about the Mary Jane missions that you did.
I haven't done them yet.
Yeah, I haven't done any.
No, in the first one.
Oh,
I hated
yeah,
it.
they're okay.
So I
They weren't the worst. They were
think I
kind of,
made it like a couple, maybe 20 hours in ish, you know? And I did one. I'm like, fuck. You know, I'm just like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
It
Wait, in
wasn't
this game?
in this game.
Oh damn! I
It-
was hoping they got rid of that.
Wasn't
No.
that bad. It's still not good. You know, I kind of wish they would just let's move away from that a little
yeah,
bit.
yeah.
But
I mean, you kind of do that with one of the flashbacks, but I won't mention anything more. But
You still have more of those every once in a while, which is nice. I think it develops Peter a little bit more and connects the story a little bit better.
Okay.
But the Mary Jane shit is just like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
Like I want to swing around. I want to beat up people. So
Fair. Yeah. But I mean, it's been great so far. I mean, I haven't played a whole lot of it, but the presentation is on point. The game, and it's like this is an example of this game came out, and it's like how many bugs have y'all encountered? You know?
2.
Yeah, it's like
I haven't.
It's not bad.
anything
Yeah.
yet.
But like,
So-
I'm sure I will. But
the
Yeah.
fact that we're getting such a densely populated open world action game, like
Swinging around
swinging
nonstop.
around, doing all this stuff, and it just works. It's like this is what they need to be doing with more games, and it's just why can't they follow this example? I mean, the production quality of these cutscenes is so on point and amazing, and then it's just like bam, you're in an open world, like right there, and
Well, like you said before, they from the top to the bottom, they had a main goal of what they were going to do and how the game was supposed to be, and they
Yeah.
hit it.
yeah,
But these other games, you just have multiple things going on, and it's just a lot.
yeah, and I'm sure it helped them too. That I wonder if they just like kept the world they already built and then just added to it and then enhanced the graphic engine.
what's like Larian? Like they've been making the same game.
Yeah,
They made 2 games. They're basically going to let them into Baldur's Gate, which is the same game.
yeah,
So like they were ready for it. Just like this. Like once they had Spider-Man 1 down, and then had a little extra time in Miles Morales, and then like this is probably a no brainer. It's easy,
Yeah, for sure.
which we need more of. But then like I'm curious like how their leadership is, especially at Sony, and how that translates to Insomniac, and because I feel like we've had games like this where like 3 great games. We'll just say Halo. There's issues with Halo, the first 3, and it's just like you had people who'd been there for a while and just like kept that spirit alive, and then eventually they get bought out, and then other people come in, and the kind of the what am I saying? The like direction of the company changes and their goals and stuff change, and I think that's what we see. Like eventually they fall, but right now, I mean, these guys are killing it.
Yeah.
So I hope whatever they're doing, they just keep doing forever, and maybe it's Sony like keeping them in their place, keeping them focused. Which other companies
More
might
than
not
likely
do
because
that.
Spider-Man's a big property that they are cash cowing it up. One thing about this game that is like my first time dealing with it, I am afraid to fight Kraven the Hunter.
Really?
I am terrified to fight him.
Did you already fight him?
No.
Oh.
But like
He does some stuff?
playing through it, you're just kind of like, I don't think I can do this. Like,
Well, they do such a good job
they do such a great
for
job.
someone who doesn't know, like the way that they introduce him in that first capture scene. He's like the ominous villain. He's just there. You've heard him talk a little bit. You already know he's like a badass, and he's just like Darth Vader. Like Darth Vader walks into a room, and you're just like, oh,
That's
no.
how it feels with him. It's just like, oh no, is this like every time I'm in a cutscene and like Peter's around or Miles is around, I'm like, oh no.
And his
This is
people,
going to be like an initial fight for me to figure it out. And I'm like, I don't want to do this. This is terrifying. I don't want to fight this guy because he is something else in this game.
like even his minions are like
his
powerful.
minions are fucking powerful as fuck. That's the only reason why I started like really doing a bunch of stuff to upgrade myself because I was getting my ass handed to me.
Really, god dang.
So
Yeah,
but
it's bad. You have to be on your toes.
this villain, like compared to the last game, dealing with what is his name?
Mr. Negative?
Mr. Negative. Was that
What
his
was his
name?
name? Something negative.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit. I know it's Lynn. I can't remember. But
I think it's
dealing
Mr.
with Mr. Negative, like I didn't feel that. Like that I'm afraid to fight you mentality.
Right,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
With Kraven, I'm just like, this is gonna be an epic boss battle when if I ever get to him. You know what I mean? Because he's terrifying.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
But he's exciting.
oh, it's exciting.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a toss up.
Negative.
Mr. Negative.
It's a toss up between Spider-Man 2 and Baldur's Gate 3 for Game of the Year.
That's another thing dealing with this game is like Kraven is hunting down all of Spider-Man's villains to like actually hunt them. He's making New York his playground, his hunting ground, and he's hunting these villains down.
The Great Hunt.
So he goes after Mr. Negative as well, but now you have Miles dealing with that because Mr. Negative is the one that killed his father. So there's a deeper storyline with that too, and that's what I mean is like we're dealing with Peter dealing with Harry and dealing with the Venom suit, and then you have Miles dealing with his need for vengeance almost and trying to be a good person. It's just like, it's like, ugh. It's such good storytelling.
And then on top of that, Miles just trying to finish his college essay.
Oh, my gosh.
Come on.
I love how they open it up with that with the recap
That
where
was
he's
so
talking
good.
about it. It's so good.
Well, even as you get deeper, like he already seen Peter having such a hard time. And then Miles' friends are all like,
Do you really want this life?
Yeah,
type
like,
thing?
can you do this?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very impressive. The side characters too are like amazing in this game. I love like Genki, and then what's the deaf girl's name? You remember her name?
I forget.
Haley.
Haley, thank you. Yeah, like I think she's a great character to have in here. I think the mom, obviously Mary Jane and Aunt May and all that stuff.
Aunt May's dead.
Or,
Yeah, she's a
sorry,
great
not Aunt May,
character.
Sorry.
No lines at all and
From the
doing
last
phenomenal.
game.
No,
Yeah.
she's in cutscene. She's in cutscene.
Yeah, from the last game. Yeah. I haven't. I can't remember. I can't remember where she was.
She has a
but
few
I know
cutscenes.
MJ's shown up. But
Yeah.
yeah.
How do y'all like the redesign of MJ?
I haven't noticed. I just seen her little video screen right now. That's as far as.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I could tell it's different.
Yeah. I don't
I
know.
still-
I'm not a
why they
fan.
Went
I'm
with
still
a
not
different
fan of
character
Peter
model.
Parker. I miss the original.
I don't at all. Especially, I'm not going to get into that.
Well,
Never mind.
you're wrong.
It finally grew on me.
Yeah, yeah.
But it took me having to go back and play
the
this.
remaster and coming into this. Yeah,
because I really think Yuri's the actor, Spider-Man voice actor, and he does. I thought his face was great for Spider-Man.
Yeah,
but I really do. They're trying to appeal to the Tom Holland look, in my opinion. Maybe they said that they weren't trying to do that, but for me, it kind of just makes sense.
Yeah,
I mean, it's fine. It's fine now. It's fine.
Yeah,
but I heard people are getting upset about it and stuff, and it's just like it's not that big.
People are still going to play it.
Yeah. Oh, I know. They'll bitch and then play it.
You'll still play it.
It's still amazing. So, yeah, Spider-Man 2. It is here. It is exciting, and we're going to play a lot more of it, and we will be talking more about this game for sure in the future. Hopefully once we kind of dive deep and maybe even
next podcast, I'll beat it.
Yeah, well,
did you
I need to get some time to play
100%
this.
Miles Morales?
Yes.
And you 100% Spider-Man?
I 96% in Spider-Man.
Oh, dang.
Taskmaster missions.
No, I gave up on those stupid Sable missions. I was tired of doing those things
Sable
over and
ones
over.
are easy.
Yeah.
They're easy, but they just got obnoxious.
Dude,
I was
there's
tired of
one-
going and raiding them bases, bro.
Yeah, there's one in Spider-Man where like I couldn't get hit or something like that. And I was so close. Or maybe I had to do some, I don't know. I was doing something. And I did it like 5 or 6 times and I was like, I'm done. I can't do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
It was
know.
one of those bases.
I will probably for sure 100% this one because
Yeah.
I'm definitely in it.
Like it doesn't for me. 100% this game, it won't feel repetitive to me.
No.
For some
Yeah.
odd reason, I don't know why. I'm still doing the same the same stuff, but I guess the layout of it's a little bit different. I don't know. It's weird too. I can't put my finger on it. And like I've played, how many hours did I say? Fucking
13.
16
Plus.
16 plus hours to this game, and I haven't felt. I didn't want to stop. The only reason why I stopped because I feel the heat coming off my PlayStation.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to take a break. And
I'm hearing this
Man,
game is
mine
like
didn't-
28 to 30 hours to get 100%.
100%.
yeah, it's about the other ones too.
You were talking about the repetitive or not getting repetitive. This game reminds me a little bit, and this is a weird analogy, but bear with me. Reminds me of Rocket League in that Rocket
What?
League is very samey
Oh.
in the design of like you got a field and you're just like shooting the ball up and down the field, but there's so much variation in like other players and things in the world that or other cars and like the things that you do that every game is very, very different. And I feel like every time you jump into this, you know, every pathway you go, every flip, every jump, every move, like you're always doing it slightly differently with every encounter. So it's not like you're just walking in there, you're just like always mashing the same button. It's like if I'm
Yeah.
on the rooftop, I'll be doing different mechanics than I am when I'm down on the ground. Or
Yeah.
if I'm like on the wall and stuff like that. So it's like,
Take them in the air.
you know, it's like the concept of the game is very simple. It's just like you swing around the city and you fight bad guys. But there's something to the
Perfect.
There's something to the
Storm Twitch. Sorry.
yeah. There's something to just like the all the combos and stuff like that just makes it very variable in every encounter that I think is why it doesn't feel repetitive.
You test your skills against more guys, harder guys. Like you get new skills along the way. So it's like, oh, I'm gonna put those to use now, especially against harder characters or enemies. And it's always building on itself, even when it's repetitive, because it's like, well, you know, I might still have the same skills I've had for the past X amount of missions, but now there's a guy with a rocket launcher opposed to something else. I don't know. You know, they just throw it, they make it interesting. And then you take those challenges that they can't for like, well, I don't know I don't know if you have to clear out, you know, gang areas like they used to in the last two, like Roxxon had areas, and then
They have something like that, but it's not like Brett was saying where you'll clear out gangs that gang of the week or whatever, you know, in the area. That's how I like to put it. You clear them out, and then all of a sudden something happens with a story, and another gang's in there, and you have to clear out those. They don't have that in this one. They have is most focused in on Craven's hunters because they're taking over the city.
Gotcha.
But they still have something similar to that, where you go to a building, you know, quietly take them out, but you go to multiple buildings, and then it unlocks their base, and then you can go to their base. But whenever you go to these locations, you find out ways. But as part of it, you investigate the base that they were staying at, and you find out ways to take them down. in that
Gotcha.
base. I've only done it
gotcha.
once, so maybe on the full review I'll get a better understanding. You guys have played it,
Yeah.
and we can go from there. But yeah,
Okay. They still have the challenges too, where it's like, do this or that, or don't take damage. And
oh yeah, they always
okay.
have that, even in
Okay.
the city patrol missions and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah.
There's only one thing that makes this game better.
Only one thing?
Imagine
Oh,
we
okay.
can come in this game and bring a friend.
So like, yes and no.
No, you're
I
wrong.
do like the fact that like certain patrol missions, I'll have a friend there every once in a while. Like Miles, right now I'll just say Miles Morales is there, and I'll fight with him to take
Yes.
out people, and
Yes.
we'll do some sick combos and stuff.
Yeah.
But as for like this being just a 2-player game, I don't know. I'm kind of content on how it is, because I feel like if we do go the route of it not being a single player game and 2-player route, I think we'll have a Gotham Knights scenario where they'll have to
Exactly.
drop the frames per second, and you'll be all the way across this way, and I can be all the way over here doing stuff. I don't know.
Honestly, I think that was an inept team trying to make a game that was way over their head.
Yeah.
Or
in my opinion.
what if we bring out free DLC that is co-op with new co-op missions where Spidey and Miles Morales team up on a little small side story thing where they have to work together to take down some baddie.
I mean, Craven's Hunters have
Akin to Ghost of
taken over the
Tsushima.
city, and you have to go from big area to big area, clearing out those big areas, working together.
There you go. That'd be fun.
I mean, they could come, something linear, not
just think
open.
of it.
Yeah.
Think
It
of
wouldn't-
like,
wouldn't be open world.
well, I think it'd be open world.
I mean, okay, it would be in the same
Yeah,
world,
yeah.
but yeah, it'd have to be.
Small space.
No, I want to be open world. They can do it.
You want a lot of things.
I do. There's
I am-
one thing.
I am
One.
content
Just
on
one.
playing this for hours by myself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
definitely.
I'm not fucked up on the story
Oh, that's
and
true.
listening to cutscenes and you guys talking to me at the same time. And
I don't do that.
I don't know what's going on.
What's
I don't do
happening,
that, bro. No, but I'm thinking of like Ghost of Tsushima, where they came out with like
Their free
post-launch
DLC.
DLC that was multiplayer.
Yeah, that'll be
Yeah,
cool.
Like something like that, where it's like we can explore this world together with like 2 characters and just do cool little missions and swing around and combos. And things.
Or what if you had different superheroes you could be and fight people in New York City,
Oh, let's not get too excited.
Avengers.
like the Hulk and Captain
Oh
America?
man! And
Jeez.
then loot boxes.
Loot boxes.
All right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now enough of that. So Spider-Man 2, it's great. We're very excited about it. I'm also very excited to hear that Austin does not have Tears or whatever that Tears of the Kingdom on his list anymore for Game of the Year. It's very exciting. Spider-Man.
Well,
has
it'd be
dethroned
3.
Tears.
It'd be 3.
Huh?
It'd be my top 3.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
This, Baldur's Gate, Tears of the Kingdom, top 3.
Love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. It's appropriate order. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate, Spider-Man, Baldur's Gate, Remnant 3.
There you go.
Remnant 2.
There you go.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
3.